everybody. Happy Tuesday. I hope everybody had a great 5-day weekend. Nice rest and relax, and is back here ready to learn. As you can probably tell from my sweatshirt, we're shooting this on October 31st. And it's that time of year where things start to get a little colder. The weather gets a little colder, a little chill in the air. Might be the appropriate time for a wardrobe change. I just want to let everybody know about some of the morning procedures, because as you all know, when we start off our day the right way, the rest of the day is more likely to fall in line. But if that beginning of the day doesn't go so well, it can be a little rough. So make sure you guys are wearing warm clothing, and that includes coats, hats, gloves, anything that's going to keep you warm outside, because you may get here before our doors open, and we want to make sure that you're comfortable and safe out there. And if for some reason you need help getting any of those items, make sure you come to the office, because we can pull a few strings and come up with some stuff. Now, as far as hats, coats, gloves, I've even seen some blankets so far this year. The appropriate place for those when you come into the building is in your locker. Please don't bring big heavy parkas, blankets, stocking caps. Those kind of things don't belong in the classroom. They'll make sure they get to your locker, and that just helps us avoid any issues we might have. The other thing I want to talk about is timing and the cafeteria. Okay, so the first doors that open to let kids in the building are the cafeteria doors, and that's just in the cafeteria. So between 8:20 and 8:25 is when those doors are going to open. Now, I assure you that banging on the door is not going to have the door open any faster. Okay, we open those doors based on supervision, when the cafeteria staff is ready to go, so waiting patiently outside is going to help the process. Really what the cafeteria is open for in the morning is for students that are eating and sitting. If you're accomplishing one of those two things, well, actually if you're accomplishing both of those two things, you'd be great. If you're just sitting down, it's a pretty good compromise. But students that are not doing those things, that are up running around, putting hands on each other, standing in groups, blocking the bathroom doors, those are types of behaviors that don't make the cafeteria very organized and don't help us to get a good start to the day. So please make sure that you are doing those things. Students that aren't will be asked to leave the cafeteria. It's not a privilege I like to take away from students, or anybody likes to take away from students, but that obviously would be the outcome if we can't follow those policies. The cafeteria is meant to be a good time in the morning, which means students are sitting, they're enjoying some nutritious food, so they have some fuel for their brain, they're talking to their friends, and that's the kind of organized environment that we want. Now, as far as the rest of the buildings, the hallways, going to teachers' classrooms, students are not permitted in the rest of the building until the bell rings at 8:37. Okay? And the reason for that, to be 100% honest with you, is because there's no supervision. Teachers are at meetings, teachers are prepping for their day, teachers are out on supervision, so we don't have people there in the hallways to make sure things are going the way they're supposed to, which is why that rule's in place. So if you need to go to your locker, or you need to drop something off at a teacher's classroom, or there's a specific drinking fountain that you really like in the building, all those things have to wait until that bell rings at 8:37. That's the heads up that it's now time to enter the building. Teachers are done with meetings, there's supervision in the hallway, and we're ready to get the day started. And again, like I said before, having that right start to the day, having things go the way they're supposed to in the morning is going to kind of help the rest of the things in the day go the way they're supposed to. Now, if things don't start well, for example, a student comes to the doorway, wants to get inside, says they're cold. Oh, hey, we've got a skill for that. And it is accepting no for an answer. This is a perfect skill for this situation. If you're cold in the morning, I understand that. The weather's getting colder. Go to a staff member, can I please just wait inside the door? Well, the rules are the rules, okay? And it's important that when we accept no for an answer, we look at the person, we stay okay, we stay calm, and if you disagree, ask later. If you have concerns, I'll be happy to listen to you. But at that point in time, we need to make sure we're doing this skill right, and that'll help us get a good start to the day. All right, everybody. So recap, make sure you're wearing the right clothes for the season. Breakfast doors are going to open between 8:20 and 8:25. When you're in there, you need to be sitting and eating. You're not in the rest of the building until the bell rings at 8:37. All right, and if we can get these procedures down, we're going to have good colder months here at Smart Intermediate. Thanks, everybody. Have a great day.